They told us unemployment was under control, but the truth is now unfolding, and it's far more serious than expected. I'm David, and what I'm about to share with you today isn't just another news headline, it's a real concern for millions, especially our senior citizens across the UK. We're seeing a sharp and unexpected surge in job losses in 2025. But what does that have to do with you, retirees, pensioners, or those nearing retirement? Here's the connection, and it's critical. When more people are out of work, fewer people are paying into the tax system. And that's exactly where the state pension, DWP benefits, and even support programs for seniors draw their funding from. So when the workforce shrinks, the pressure builds on the government to make cuts, shift priorities, or freeze benefit increases. Right now, UK unemployment has jumped to 4.8%, and that number is still climbing. Thousands of people are losing their jobs across sectors like retail, hospitality, transport, and even healthcare. And while it may sound like a working age problem, it's not. Why? Because in response, the government is quietly reviewing benefit spending. That includes winter fuel payments, pension credit, and even housing assistance. In today's video, we're going to break down what's really causing this wave of job losses in 2025, how it's affecting the DWP's funding model, whether your state pension or benefits are at risk, and what the government's next move might be, including potential policy changes already being discussed in Parliament. So before you scroll away thinking this won't affect you, just ask yourself, if working-age people can't find jobs, where will the money come from to fund pensions and benefits next year? But it's not all bad news. I'll also be showing you which benefits are protected, what you can claim right now, and how to prepare in case anything changes. So make sure to stay with me through to the end. I've got clear answers, direct facts, and real solutions you won't hear in the mainstream headlines. And if you want more straight talk like this about your DWP benefits, pension updates, and financial rights, don't forget to tap that subscribe button right now and join this growing community of informed seniors across the UK. Let's break it all down, together. The UK's employment situation in 2025 is growing increasingly complex, and understanding its full implications for seniors has never been more critical. After the significant rise in unemployment we've seen, many retirees and pensioners are understandably worried about what comes next. The fundamental question on everyone's mind is, how will this impact the benefits that so many rely on? To answer this, we need to examine the current economic landscape, the government's approach to funding pensions and benefits, and the long-term consequences of rising unemployment on the entire social security system. Since the financial crisis over a decade ago, the UK economy has been navigating a series of shocks, from Brexit and the pandemic to technological changes reshaping the workforce. Each of these factors has contributed in varying degrees to job losses and shifts in how work is done. But 2025 is revealing a new wave of challenges that could potentially ripple through all age groups, including seniors. One key driver of the recent rise in unemployment is the structural change in the economy, accelerated by the pandemic's aftereffects. Many sectors, especially retail, hospitality, and travel, which traditionally employed large numbers of working-age people, are still struggling to return to pre-pandemic staffing levels. This has led to a reduction in overall employment opportunities and created a strain on government support systems. For seniors, this is concerning because as fewer people work, the tax revenues that fund public pensions and benefits are affected. The government's budget for the Department for Work and Pensions, DWP, relies heavily on tax income from a healthy working population. When unemployment rises, the tax base shrinks and the pressure mounts to either increase borrowing or reduce spending. This financial tension can lead to changes in benefit policies, including freezes on payment rates, stricter eligibility criteria, or cuts to certain allowances. Already, there are discussions in political circles about tightening rules around some pension-related benefits to manage rising public debt. But it's not just about the numbers. Many seniors fear losing essential payments that help them stay warm, maintain their homes, and live with dignity. For instance, the winter fuel payment, which assists elderly households with heating costs during colder months, has come under review in some policy debates. Though no cuts have been confirmed, the very fact that these payments are being discussed signals uncertainty. Pension credit, another critical benefit for low-income pensioners, could also face adjustments if government priorities shift toward austerity measures. This benefit tops up the weekly income of seniors below a certain threshold, and any changes could significantly impact the most vulnerable. Understanding these potential changes requires a look at the broader economic context. The rise in unemployment is not happening in isolation but alongside inflationary pressures that make living costs higher for everyone, especially seniors on fixed incomes. Inflation means that even if benefits remain unchanged, their real value decreases, leaving pensioners with less purchasing power. Furthermore, regional disparities in unemployment rates exacerbate these challenges. Areas like the Northeast, Wales, and parts of the Midlands have higher jobless rates and fewer economic opportunities, which puts extra strain on local services and support systems. Many seniors in these regions depend heavily on benefits and social care that could be under threat if funding is cut. But it's important to remember that not all news is bleak. The government has committed to protecting the state pension and has resisted making direct cuts to it, recognizing its importance for millions of seniors. Moreover, some new initiatives aim to improve access to healthcare, social care, and community support, which indirectly help pensioners cope with economic pressures. Another factor to consider is the rise in economic inactivity, meaning many working-age people are no longer seeking jobs due to health issues, lack of opportunities, or disillusionment. This trend puts additional pressure on public finances as more people rely on benefits without contributing to the tax base. The longer this situation persists, the more difficult it becomes for governments to sustain generous support for seniors without making adjustments elsewhere. Technology and automation also play a significant role in reshaping the workforce. While these advances create new jobs, they also render some roles obsolete. Seniors may not feel the immediate impact in terms of job losses, but the wider economic consequences affect the benefits system they depend on. If automation reduces the number of traditional jobs available, future generations may struggle to contribute sufficiently to pension schemes, which could have long-term effects on funding. So, what can seniors do to prepare? First, staying informed is vital. Understanding how government policies evolve and what changes may be on the horizon can help you plan ahead. Regularly checking official DWP announcements, pension updates, and trusted news sources will keep you up to date. Second, take advantage of all benefits and support available now. Many seniors don't claim the full range of assistance they're entitled to, so reviewing your eligibility for pension credit, housing benefit, attendance allowance, and other programs can make a real difference in your finances. Third, community resources and local support networks are invaluable. Many charities, councils, and organizations provide advice, social activities, and practical help that can ease the burden of economic uncertainty. Lastly, consider ways to reduce expenses and improve financial resilience. Simple measures like energy-saving improvements, budgeting carefully, and seeking help with debt management can stretch your income further. Looking ahead, the government's approach will be crucial. Calls are growing for a more sustainable benefits system that balances fiscal responsibility with protecting the most vulnerable. Seniors should engage in conversations, provide feedback through consultations, and advocate for policies that recognize the importance of dignity and security in retirement. The picture is complex, but it's not hopeless. By understanding the connections between rising unemployment, government funding, and senior benefits, you can better navigate the challenges ahead. This video will continue to explore these topics in depth, answering your questions and offering practical advice. So stay tuned as we unpack each aspect of this unfolding situation. From detailed breakdowns of policy proposals to tips on maximizing your benefits and protecting your financial well-being, there's a lot to cover. Remember, this isn't just about statistics, it's about real people, real lives, and your future. Together, we can make sure you're ready for whatever comes next.